Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time zone it is whether you in the world. It is your Lore Saviour, and today I want to celebrate one person within the World of Darkness community or sphere, however you wanted to describe it, that I think isn't talked and is celebrated as much as I feel that he needs to be, if I'm being totally honest. And I think that is a crime, to be honest, because we have all been using this individual's work well over 10 years at the time of recording, and I just wanted to do this little thing to celebrate that, because I wasn't quite too sure how to do it, so fuck it, I'll do a video about it. I'm talking about Mr. Gon, who you may know is that really friendly chap who has been making World of Darkness and Chronicles of Darkness character sheets since V20. His name's in the fucking V20 call book for designing the V20 character sheet. And since then, and maybe beforehand, I'm not really too sure to be honest, has been designing official character sheets for World of Darkness and a whole plethora of like really niche fan ones and variations of the theme. Like, just to use vampire as an example here, like if you wanted a Vampire the Masquerade character sheet that had like a watermark of the clan that you're playing as, or had an alternate design, like you wanted a V20 character sheet but wanted it to look like revised, or revised and it looked like V20, or a Dark Ages one that looked like this, or I believe there was even a V20 one that looks like Wraith the Oblivion for some reason. You've got so many different options there to choose from on Drive for RPG and the Storyteller's Vault, and of course his own website, and then of course you could support him on his Patreon where you can actually commission him to make certain sheets. Like I've done that on occasion. I used him for the NPC pack sheet for my solo Werewolf the Apocalypse 5th edition rules, where I asked him if he could make it using the 5th edition design that he made with these particular modifications, and they're there for you to go and download from his site, but you can also get them with the homebrew in question, We Rage as One. And I just think that, yeah, we talk about it from time to time, and I don't even think people are that much aware, because sheets are just like passed around like, trading cards, and not always aware of the original source. But chances are, if you have been using an interactive character sheet for the last few years, it has belonged to Mr. Gon, and it's inspired other people to make their own sheets as well, which I think is really cool. And I don't really know how to do all that properly, because I would do it myself, but why settle for anything that isn't the best, Like the first time I can recall like actively using one of his sheets was from my Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition character creation guide, where I didn't like the simplicity minimalist look of the V5 sheet. Like I felt it was missing bits and pieces. Basically it wasn't what I was used to, because I played a V20 game and that used an online generator that spat out a character sheet on the end, which admittedly is Mr. Gon's design, and I just wanted something that looked a bit more familiar to me, so I used his sheet, which was very useful. I didn't know it belonged to him at the time. I just googled it and like there it was. And since then, for all my character creation guides and more, I have been using his sheets. I recommend his sheets whenever I put out one of those character creation guides. I recommend his stuff all the time when I run games and I provide character sheets for people. I put his name in there so people know who they belong to. And more recently, I'm encouraging more people to use his Patreon to commission him to make custom sheets and support him, and to visit his website, because I feel that he's sort of taken for granted a little bit. Not always deliberately, mind you, but there is definitely a level of, create this thing for me for free. It's not worthy of any money. It's needed to play the game sort of thing. Yeah, but he puts in time and effort for it, and I doubt very much that doing what he does is free for him, because fucking Adobe and all the other bits and tools that he may have to use to do that, excluding the assets to create the sheet themselves, as in like the World of Darkness specific stuff, because they come from the Storyteller's Vault quite easily. So I think whilst it's great that people such as myself are able to grab those sheets for free, do throw a bit of money towards him, because we wouldn't be able to do the games that we love, both running and playing and talking about it, without him. So I genuinely do think that it wouldn't hurt you ever so often just to like give him a bit of money for a character sheet or pack or whatever, and to support him on his Patreon as well. And quite frankly, I don't think Mr. Gon is a particularly fantastic when it comes to advertising oneself and like putting themselves first with their artistic endeavours. And I don't mean that as a slight shade thing. I think all freelancers and creatives are like that. Like, it's a real trained art to know how much that you are worth, and I think it's exceptionally generous they allow their stuff for free for people to use. There's just a huge archive and source of people to use. I just think it's a fantastic service, and I actually think it's a little criminal that 5th edition didn't employ his services for other character sheets. But then again, given how simplistic they all look, well, in Mr. Gon, I think you've done a fantastic job all these years that you have been designing character sheets and supplying them for free for people. The fact that you take all these requests from people, how you update things, how you have them all archived and backed up, at least I hope you do, because it would be fucking tragic if you didn't. Because I said you can get them on the Drive for RPG, the ST Vault, it's your website, and I'm sure people on your Patreon can grab them as well. I just hope that you have them stored up somewhere in case all those decide to shit the bed. Yeah, I think you do incredible work, and it's great that you still want to do this for people, despite the fact that you don't really engage much with the games as a storyteller, much, to my knowledge at least. Yeah, it's just the amount of love and support you put into these character sheets, and your love for the grander community and the setting to do it, because obviously you wouldn't do it if you didn't like it. I just think that you do an incredible service. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, Mr. Gon. You're a legend. Like, and I don't mean that as like a millennial slang thing. Like, I think at this point we can like put you in the World of Darkness legend status. And all the World of Darkness legend status stuff aside, you're just a really nice, chill person to be around, to be honest. Like, follow each other on social media, and it's really cool sharing your like physical media collection and the other bits of like nerdy paraphernalia collector's pieces that you get your hands on. Like, I just really vibe with that, and like, I guess that kind of answers the question that I had earlier on. Do you have all that stuff archived? I think you do, because it's very clear that it's very important to you, and I like that. You know, preserving it, making sure that people are able to access it in different forms and whatnot. Like, it's pretty neat. Totes based, in my totally honest opinion. Yeah, like, it's just, you're just really cool to be around, and just, you do really cool shit, and I'm just forever grateful for what you've done for the World of Darkness community. And of course I'm really grateful for what you've done for my own homebrew project, and it's been great helping you out in the past with the Chronicles of Darkness character sheets that you updated a while ago. Yeah, I just think I'm just going to begin to wrap the video up at this point, because I'm just going to be waffling around, and there's only so much compliments I can give out, and so much that you could probably take. So, my lovely viewers who have been using Mr. Gon sheets for well over 10 years now, when you next go and grab a character sheet from Mr. Gon, whether it's from his site, the Patreon, Storyteller's Vault, you go and give him a bit of money. You show your appreciation, your thanks somehow. If you can't give any money for it, that's understandable. But just let him know, leave a comment, like send an email or social media post. You know, just show your appreciation. You know, just say thanks, because I think we could do with a bit of that right now. And as I said, I just feel that it's important to celebrate what I feel is this unsung hero, that behind the guise of Mr. Gon is one of the coolest and nicest and friendliest people within the World of Darkness sphere. And yeah, I think that's just about it really. So if you like this video and all the other things that I do, give it a like, subscribe to the Lore by Night YouTube channel for other World of Darkness praising and critiques, and share this video with everyone who would love this sort of video, who needs to learn more about Mr. Gon and their sheets, and all the rest of the shit that I do, of course. And I'll see you on the next upload, wherever that may well be for you. Until next time, farewell.